Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai hara mai ki te ao Hākinakina, your sports show here at your Tribal Pulse, te kore mako o Taranaki 94.8 FM and 98.4 FM. Well, they've started something pretty special, very unique and special over in Western Australia, something that has touched the hearts of many, especially those that live a long way from the shores of their homelands. They've initiated a space where their whānau can connect, where whānau can show their pride and their passion for their beloved maunga and rohe. Calling in all the way from Australia, we're super excited to speak to Deacon Katene and Broughton from Taranaki Rugby League in Perth. No mai hara mai korua. How are we?
Kia ora, Cuzzy. Yeah, I'm well. How you going, Cuz?
Very well, thank you. What about you, Deeks? How are you, brother?
Yeah, no, good, my cuz. Good. Good to jump on with you.
Nice. Cool. Well, hey, it's awesome to have you on board. To have a bit of a kōrero about the amazing work that you guys are doing over there in Western Australia. We've all been watching eagerly from back here in Taranaki, seeing the awesome work that's been done. So before we get into our kōrero, just no waikoe, no he koe, a bit about yourselves and where you're both from.
All right, Cuz, I'll kick us off. Ko Kore tōku ingoa. I grew up in, I was actually born in Palmy, but moved up to Taranaki early on. Mum and Dad went down there for mahi, so I was lucky enough to reap the rewards of that and be brought up in both places. So grew up in out the coast. I was actually in BBK for a little while. Junior club was Maris Dragons. So yeah, I was out on Mata Road for a while and went to Marfell, but our parents had other plans, so made the journey over to Aussie at a young age and was lucky enough to head to Perth. And that's pretty much where we've been ever since. Done a little stint over east, but nothing really to brag about. But yeah, still here, bro, and still kicking along. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we won't hold that against you that you lived in Mata Road, but you went and played for the Dragons. All good. We'll move on to Deeks.
Kia ora whānau, Deacon Katene. Yeah. Born in Auckland, Cuzzy. You wouldn't know that, would ya? But grew up in Taranaki, moved down when I was a young'un, so pretty much raised in Taranaki. There, I don't recall Auckland too much, but yeah. Grew up in Maryland, of all places. Beautiful spot, but junior club footy, Maris Dragons, like the Cuzzy. Dragons hard, but I have hopped a few teams. I tell you that. Nah. But yeah, Dragons all the way, Cuz. High school. I probably stopped played rugby, bit of rugby, but back to Dragons as a adult. Played Puki for Māoris. Puki ariki hard. Boys are still flying the flag. Managed to move over to Perth, 10 years ago now. And lived there for a few years, 8 years, I think. Then hopped over to Sydney, a bit closer to home, where we currently live. Yeah, enjoying the spot. And probably Perth was calling, cuz, Perth was calling. Our people wanted something over there, and we managed to get it together, me and the Cuzzy Corey and everyone else over there. Like yourself, bro, you know how many whānau are over there who unfortunately can't get back home all the time. So that's how we all started, cuz.
Awesome. So Corey, what is it, bro? Like, obviously you left at a young age, you headed over to Australia, but as much as it's the land of opportunity and that, what are some of the things that you miss about home, like living over there in Western Australia?
For myself, cuz, I always try and make it back to the farm. A lot of my whānau back in Taranaki have owned farms or have worked on farms, so that's pretty much been our upbringing since we were little. Going out to the Cuzzy's farms and I don't know, little things like milking the cows or going hunting, eeling, waking up early, doing all the hard mahi for the cousins. You know, they give us a bit of stick being an Aussie and can't hack it with the tough ones, the country lot. So it's good, cuz to be honest, mum and dad always took me home, and I was straight out there on the farm. So little things like that, I think I miss, and I miss my kids being brought up around that kind of stuff too. I do feel it in myself, and especially my kids. That's sort of where we're meant to be, you know. So doing this for our whānau over here in Perth and Australia, I think sort of just warms the heart a little bit more. So yeah, cuz.
Awesome. No, that's awesome. And what about for you, Deeks? What was it that took you over to Australia, and what is it about Australia that you enjoy for your whānau, for your kids? What are the things that the good things over there that our families get when they head over the ditch?
Just the opportunities, cuz there's so many over here, not just for myself, but like I say, for the kids, and just setting up a better future for them. Not to say it's not back home, just stepping outside of the box and taking a leap. And fortunate enough to be given those opportunities, and I took them with both hands. And now more so my kids, they're reaping the rewards of our move over the ditch, sports wise. And hopefully that brings more of our whānau over, because that's all we're missing over here is our family. But we've always got whānau here, but that was my main reason, mahi, chasing the dollar. But for my kids, it's been massive for my kids more than me. Because awesome. that was my whole move over here.
Awesome. So obviously with, living in Australia, I mean, I live there myself, and one of the things you obviously miss certain elements of home, but what was it that initiated? So for our viewers at home, these two are a big part of creating the Taranaki Rugby League team over there in the Harmony Nines. So what was it, Corey, that kind of initiated the formation of the Taranaki Rugby League team over there in Western Australia?
Cuz I think I've said this plenty of times, and Dix has heard it before too, but I think it was the first year of Harmony Nines, 2017 or 18, early on in the days when it was like Tai, Hazza, all the boys were playing in one team, and then we had all our other Taranaki boys in another, and we're actually on the sideline, and we had the Cassidy boys there too, and we were lucky enough to both our teams to make the finals, and Dix and myself were on the sideline, and we were just like, just imagine if we were all together, so sort of just brushed it under the carpet for a few years, cuz, and I don't know, we just didn't really have any push or drive to have that really talk again. So I think I don't know, we just had that spark, I think, and that drive to bring it out from under that table, and we were just like, we need to get it going, and sort of went from one team 2022, I think it was just a little what do you reckon, should we have a jam, should we get the boys together, threw it out there to all the boys, and had a lot of interest, so sort of ran with it, and 2022 was the first year for our men's comp to enter the comp, which was massive for us.
That's awesome, man. It's just growing, obviously, from strength to strength. So, Deeks, tell us a little bit about the Harmony Nines for our whānau at home that don't know much about the tournament. What is it? What kind of tournament is it, and what kind of teams does it bring and players does it bring to Perth?
Because, honestly, probably one of the better comps that I've ever been a part of now, but I've been around watching, like Corey said, because I was watching them on the sideline on the first one, and it brings out all the communities, cuz Niue, all the countries, the indigenous, the Māori teams, Samoa, Tonga. You've got every ethnicity you can think of, bro. They pull together. It's a massive community thing, coming and harmonise together, man. Like, it was unreal. Like, seeing the first one to seeing where it is now. The caliber of players has also stepped up too. You get the likes of ex-NRL boys coming over. We're fortunate enough to have Kurti Rowe keen as to jump on board. So he's been with us from the start. We've had other teams are getting players like Benny Barber. He played this year. You know, last year they had Joel Thompson. But, man, without those boys, the caliber of men that are coming over, just unreal. The talent's so wicked to see, man. Even from the youth, the under-16s boys and the under-16s girls, massive. You know, and even the women's game's growing all over footy. And we're fortunate enough to put a women's team in last year and this year. And had G Fizz, old Gail Broughton, put her hand up and come fly the flag for us last year. Few you know, unknown talents that got recognised through the tournament. That's where you see all the players that don't really get the shots and the big lights, but they're still, you know, they're still gun players. They all get a bit of a time in the limelight at that Harmony Cup, man. It's awesome, bro. And I recommend it to anyone who comes over or what is thinking of coming over to have a jam. It's worth it, man. Straight up.
That's awesome. And you've had some good results. A little bit about some of the results that you've got as you know, as a Ropu.
Sorry, Kazi. I think you cut out there.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. No,
Yeah,
I was just asking what were some of the results that you got over the last few years with your you know, with your teams.
Yeah. So obviously the first year we had the men's comp. We sort of wanted to put in 2 teams, but we thought we'll start off small, see how we go, see if we gain some traction out of that. We were actually lucky enough to make the grand final. I think we lost by a drop goal or a goal, which is 2 points. The following year, we ended up getting a bit of a fair few people from other teams wanted to come play for us. So obviously from home, we sort of made it out. We were pretty strict on it actually. Last year with people from home and wanting to play for us. So we were lucky enough to get 5 teams. So our social men took it out. Our masters men took it out. Our women's team were unlucky. I think they lost the semi-final to make the final. They lost to the Queens. They ended up winning last year. And our men's comp made the finals too and ended up losing by drop goals. So the last 2 years we were lucky enough to make finals and unlucky for those results. But yeah, this year come back bigger and better, and I think all our teams made finals, but unlucky at that last day, the Sunday. Injuries come on, and the coaches had to play. Coaches had to play, so yeah, we were down and out, bro, on our last day. But results didn't go our way for our men's teams, but we were lucky enough to get our women's team over the line, and I think we got up 20-4 over Hawaii. So yeah, that was wicked, bro.
Awesome. Some great results, given that you've only kind of been in there 3 odd years, eh? So winning the Masters, did you say, the socials, the women's, just the men's to go, is it? And some of the junior grades, and you got the clean
just the
sweep.
men's to go, cuz. Yeah, just the men's and our 16 boys. We're sort of building that. Got a lot of young talent coming through. So, and the work that we try and do over here, build those relationships with the young ones. Deeks knows what it's all about over here. You know, I think our boys from 13s up is where it's at. You know, it's where our future lies with them. So we try and incorporate them into our older teams as well with trainings and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
awesome. And what about some of the work behind the scenes, Deeks? Bit of work behind the scenes to make it all happen.
Oh, she's a tough task, Kazi. Yourself, you'd know, man. The mahi that gets put in, like one comp finishes, bro. It's probably a 12-month, you know, workload that you've got to get through, that you've got to find time for. And for me and Corey, it's easy because it's for home, it's for our people. So, like, the time away, it makes it easier, man. Not to say that it takes a lot of time away from your whānau, but they see the same goal we see, is bringing our people together. So, you know, without them, without our partners and our kids pushing us to make this happen, as well as everyone else, we probably wouldn't be in the position that we are today. So my hat goes off to Maz, Corey's wife, and my partner, Lance, because, you know, man, me and Corey are on the phone 24/7, and I'd get sick of it too if, you know, your partner's not paying attention, or you're trying to have a convo and the bro's talking about footy just finished and you're planning for next year, you know. That's how it is. But like I said, man, to see everyone's faces when we all come together, to see everyone happy, meeting whānau that they have never met before, reconnecting with whānau that they've fell out of touch with, or, you know, life's gone the opposite way and they've reconnected during this weekend. That's what it's for, man. That's why we do it. That's why all of us do it. The smiles, man, that takes you. That's all it needs.
Ooh, some powerful words there, my bro. Love it, love it. Love the kōrero and the purpose behind the whole kaupapa. Corey, just some last words. What does the future look like for Taranaki Rugby League in Perth, for all our whānau in Perth?
Ooh, tough question there, Cuzzy, but I think the day after I called Deeks up and I said to him, a few hangovers, we were a bit hung, I think, but we sort of just put it on the platter right there, and we just said, Cuzzy, we're gonna rock, we're gonna do it again. Pretty much, Deeks, you know, he had no doubts that we could build this even bigger than what we are this year. So we can't not do this again, cuz I think for as long as we can, we'll do it. As long as people keep turning up and supporting us and following the kaupapa, then we're all for it, cuz. So I think it holds it's massive for us, cuz. So bigger plans. I've told everyone, and everyone keeps asking questions, where we going next, what are we doing next, how many teams, and I just say we won't know until we're there. But at the moment we're fielding every team. So we're fielding every team, cuz, and we got a lot of things behind the scenes happening with us three as well. You know, yeah, it's just I actually can't wait to start prepping for that kind of stuff too. So yeah, a lot on the cards, cousin.
Awesome. Well, hey, from everyone back home under our cold maunga to everyone that's nice and warm in Australia, hey, we're all super proud of everything that's been done over there by both of you and everyone else behind the scenes. It's an absolute inspiration to watch, and good to see the home fires burning even over there and over in Western Australia, and flying the flag proudly and passionately about home, about coming together, you know, as one Taranaki kotahitanga. So from all of us back here, thanks for your time and coming in with us tonight to have a kōrero. And we look forward to seeing what happens in the future with all the awesome mahi that's going on over there. So thanks for coming on board tonight.
Thanks, my bro. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Cuzzy. Appreciate it.
Kia ora.